Hi, it's John, and welcome to the channel. 2:05 in the afternoon, Sunday, October the 26th. I hope you're having a great Sunday afternoon and a wonderful weekend. I do have my big blue mug of coffee. I just poured a new mug for myself. Just had a little bit of a nap. Didn't get a lot of sleep last night, despite the fact that I was absolutely wiped out after the I Am Alberta rally for independence in Edmonton at the legislature yesterday, which was just, well, I guess I could say today I'm kind of basking in the glow. It was remarkable. Now, as you know, very often when I'm talking about independence in Alberta, I wear this hat. I bought this hat, well, going on 7 years ago, my Wexit hat, but I got this one yesterday. Check this one out. What do you think of that, eh? Yeah, Republic of Alberta now. So I think I'm going to wear this one a heck of a lot more often. And I was saying to people yesterday, when I saw all the flags, and there were a lot of flags waving, isn't this the most beautiful color of blue? And isn't the Alberta flag just the best flag in this whole country? It's the best flag in the world, and yesterday we proved it. What a remarkable day it was. First off, I want to say hello to all the people who came up to shake my hand. I'm just overwhelmed and stunned at how many people recognize me when I walk through a crowd. It's really remarkable. When I was in radio a long time ago, being on the radio kind of stroked your ego. I'm not that way anymore. I'm certainly not that way anymore. You can ask my wife. She didn't like me when she first met me because I had a big ego. I don't have that anymore. I really don't do a YouTube channel to get subscriptions. I really don't. I just do it for fun, and I hope I can entertain some people and they get educated and I can interact with you as well. But yesterday, the interaction was outstanding. I had a few people come up to me say, John, I heard you say you were a little bit nervous about this day. When you're emceeing an event, you're not really the star. You just kind of make sure everything moves along as smoothly as possible. And yesterday went real smooth. And people said, John, there was no reason to be nervous. And you're damn right I didn't need to be nervous because I was among friends yesterday. It was an incredible atmosphere. Again, thanks for coming up and shaking my hand. Now, check this out. I got this cool hat, but I had Bill come up to me and he gave me this. And this was at the end of the day, and this was kind of like the cherry on the top of the sundae. This is metal, so I'm gonna find. I've got to get one of those flags they had and put it on my wall back there, the Alberta flag. I'm gonna put this up as well. So, Bill, thanks for this. I did appreciate it. The love was there yesterday. Everybody had a great day, and there was so much positivity going on. I want to thank the Alberta Prosperity Project. Mitch Sylvester, thank you so much for asking me to do this. I'm just, there are a lot of other people, I guess you could say, on YouTube that have larger channels than me. I have interviewed some of the big heavyweights when it comes to the Alberta Prosperity Project, some of them twice. Mitch Sylvester, the CEO, Dr. Dennis Modry's been on here with me as well. I've had Jeff Rath on my channel. I'm going to have Keith Wilson on. I'm hoping to set up an interview with him this week. He was one of the speakers yesterday. I hope in a way my channel is helping spread the message about Alberta independence. I did have a woman come up to me yesterday and say, John, I got on a bus and I heard about this event and I was able to come here because you told us there was a bus. And boy, did we have buses. We had about 500 to 600 people show up on buses yesterday. And I'll bet if we do another one of these, and I think we should in the spring, we double up the buses at least. It was an incredible day, and thanks to everybody at the Alberta Prosperity Project. Thanks to all the volunteers who made it happen. I just want to show you some pictures here. And I want to address something that Derek from Unacceptable Fringe addressed this morning. Got to meet Derek. I got to meet Mr. Fringe yesterday. It was a real joy to meet him. We stood on stage together. I have to say his speech was outstanding. It was outstanding. Let me just talk about some of the people who spoke before I chat about. Derek did a video on this. I'll put a link in the description. The Fringe put a video about this today about people who are poo-pooing the number of people that were there. So I'll talk about that in just a second. Dennis Modry, Dr. Dennis Modry, Tanya Clemens, who I'd never met before, was just terrific yesterday. Of course, Keith Wilson spoke. Chris Scott from the Whistle Stop Cafe was there. Of course, Mitch Sylvester, Jeff Rath, all speakers yesterday, all terrific along with the Unacceptable Fringe. And I think I got the best picture of the day, and this is it right here. Pretty cool, eh? I was on stage when I did this. Let me just show you. I thought I was being a little bit self-indulgent when I did this yesterday, but damn, am I glad I took the second to take this picture. Check this out.
I just have to do this. I hope you don't mind, but I really want to get a picture of all of you with me. Everybody smile.
And there you go. There's the picture I took. I'm so glad I did that yesterday. I'm so thrilled. And I'm going to have this. I might get this one put on my wall because it was a remarkable day. Now, what I want you to take a look at here is way back here, and Derek mentioned this morning. You see this bridge way back here on the legislature. There's a big Alberta flag right there. And this was filled right from the front of the stage all the way to the back. There was a pool right in here. They were in there as well. So this was totally filled right up. Now, I want to show you, this is kind of, well, it doesn't really give you a good perspective on how much space there is from the stage all the way back to this bridge. I want to show you, this is a video I took about 45 minutes prior to people really showing up. There were a lot of people there already, but they really piled in as we got closer to 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. So I'm going to show you a little bit of this, and you can get an idea of how much space is out there and how much was filled. Okay? So here's that bridge right there. You can see it in the background. That's the bridge those people are standing on. So all this area here, and then I go for a walk. And again, this is 45 minutes prior to the event.
Oh, did he?
The buses hadn't shown up yet with more than 500 people on them. And all the space around was filled up as well.
Hey,
all of the green
how you
space
doing?
around was filled up.
Thank you.
Yeah, see, people recognize me. It just stuns me. Nice to meet you as well. Thank you. And if I didn't get a chance to shake your hand yesterday, I apologize. I was kind of torn in different directions yesterday, so I apologize for that. All the space on the side there filled up. That pool filled up pretty much.
Love you, John.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the flags, just unbelievable. I'll show you some pictures I took. The flags, a sea of blue flags. Got to get one of them. It's got to go on that wall over there. I got to put one up there. I'm going to get rid of Billy Joel. Sorry, Billy. So all this area was filled. All of it. All the green space. They were way over here on each side, flanking the stage. It was just unbelievable. I tweeted this out. My wife's idea, by the way. We were coming back. I tweeted this out. Hey, Danielle Smith, we dropped by your place today, but you weren't home. Sorry, we missed you with that picture. Wow. Some more pictures. There's the Fringe right there. Got a picture of him standing in front of the crowd. And there's the crowd right there. Look at the flags. There were more of them that showed up. They were selling them down the road here. I don't think they could sell the stuff on the legislature grounds, so they had them down here. I went out there earlier in the day when I got this hat, and they were lined up to buy all of the freedom merchandise, as they called it. There you go. Look at that, eh? Look at this. It was just outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. What a day we had yesterday. And I didn't want it to end. I want to have another one of these, and I think we're going to have another one. We have to have one in the spring. Now, I did get there were some great messages yesterday. I'm going to get to them. Keith Wilson, as much as everybody had wonderful speeches, Keith Wilson said something yesterday that really stuck with me. And Jeff Rath as well, who kind of was the bookend of the day. He was the last person to speak, said something as well. I had an opportunity while I was on stage to do this. And I saw a lot of people tweeting this one out, including Jeff Rath. In fact, you might see him in the background just on the screen here to the left of me with his camera up. He tweeted this out as I was driving home. My wife was driving me home last night. I was so tired I couldn't keep my eyes open. I saw him tweet out this moment at the rally yesterday.
I think we need to bring everybody together here. So why don't we do it all together and yell it as loud as possible, because we want this. Get your cameras going, folks. We want this to
there's Jeff Rath right there with his camera up.
Go viral. So, are you ready, guys? 1, 2, 3. Again.
What a great day. There were lots of chants. Fringe got them yelling freedom yesterday. We had Mitch Sylvester yelling, let's go. The thing that really stuck with me yesterday was something Keith Wilson said, the lawyer. Again, I'm hoping to have Keith on with me this week. I'm going to send out an email to him. We've been back and forth, and he has some time this week, and I want to chat with him. Kind of a follow-up to this, which I think will be nice. But this is something that Keith said. So those of you who are waiting for the independence movement and waiting for your chance to vote, it seems like it's a hurry up and wait thing. We're waiting for this to go through the court. Keith talked about that. a lot in his speech yesterday. If you want to see the whole thing, lots of people were streaming yesterday. I want to say hi to Max from Freedom Calendar. I'll put a link in the description so you can watch the whole thing if you missed it. You can hear what everybody said and kind of take in the buzz that we had yesterday. But this is what Keith said yesterday that really brought some optimism to the crowd.
But I'm confident that no matter what happens in that process, and this is critically important, that next year, whether it's in the spring or the fall, there will be a province-wide referendum.
So that's good news. Keith obviously working on this. Eva Chapiak and Jeff Rath working on this issue they're going through the courts with. They say we're going to have a referendum next year. And I've spoken to some of the other members of the Alberta Prosperity Project, and they want to know what Danielle Smith is waiting for. We have the opportunity to do this. If she really wants or believes that we have a right to a vote, then we should have a right to vote in this province. I want to end this, for the most part, with Jeff Rath. I have something else to say here, but here's Jeff last night really opening up his speech, and this really struck a chord with the crowd as well.
I want to tell every one of you that's here today, I have never been so proud to be an Albertan. I look out across that sea of blue flags, and I see that today, going forward, should be known October 25th as Alberta Independence Day.
When he said that yesterday, I thought, in the future, when we are an independent country, what day should we choose as Independence Day? Why not this day? Why not the 25th of October? And it makes absolutely perfect sense. So well done, Jeff. Well done to all the speakers once again. You see Jeff standing here. I did a video earlier this morning. You might want to check it out. Little bits and pieces and snippets of everybody talking yesterday. They were all terrific, and we thank them for being out yesterday to talk to the crowd. But there's three of them that you see most often. Dr. Dennis Modry, one of the founders of the Alberta Prosperity Project, CEO Mitch Sylvester, and of course Jeff out there, man with a big voice, big man, big hat, big man, and such a presence out there. People waiting for everybody to talk yesterday. But Mitch, Jeff, and Dr. Modry, they're out there all the time, folks. I said that at the beginning. We need to thank them. They don't get paid for this, despite what Jason Kenney says. They're not getting paid, folks. They're out there on their own time because they believe in this. And a message I heard yesterday from a lot of the speakers, they may not have focused in on it, but definitely Mitch Sylvester spoke about it, is give some of your time to this movement. Those people showing up yesterday, up to 20,000 people were there. If they all gave 10 hours of their time over the next year, we would win this thing. So if you're part of the independence movement, do something to move this movement forward, so to speak. So volunteer a bit of your time and help out if you can. Again, I come on here, I interview these people. My videos are seen by tens of thousands of people, even more in some cases. And the message is spreading and it's getting bigger. And this is outstanding what happened yesterday. I just felt so honored to be part of it. I just want to make sure you go over to the Alberta Prosperity Project website and submit yes, supporting Alberta independence if you haven't already done that. Also, check out some of their events. And here's the amazing thing about this. You can see the I Am Alberta rally is still on here. There's a chapter meeting tomorrow night. I believe, Corey Morgan and Tanya Clemens will be there. Corey, I spoke with Corey last week. He really wanted to be there yesterday. I know he did. And I would have loved to hear Corey speak because he's one of the guys who's been on the front lines of the independence movement. He wrote a book on this, The Sovereigntist Handbook. And then right here, you've got them back out on the 28th, 29th, 3rd, 4th. This is happening every week. 4, 5 different events every week, speaking to 100, 200, 300 people. This is what Mitch Sylvester, Dennis Modry, Jeff Rath, and others are doing on a weekly basis. So volunteer your time. And if you can, donate to this cause, because somewhere along the line, we're going to get a referendum and we're going to have to start advertising to get people on our side. So if you can donate any money to the Alberta Prosperity Project, again, the people doing this are not getting money. The money will go right into the cause of Alberta independence. I'm just sitting here trying to sum it all up from yesterday, and all I can say was I was inspired. And again, thanks to everybody who came up to say hi to me. I wish I could have shaken everybody's hand yesterday, and it felt like we were all friends, all 20,000 of us yesterday on the Alberta legislature steps. Thanks very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and by the way, I did interview a whole bunch of people yesterday prior to the event. I'm going to have some of those interviews on another video in the upcoming week. I'll see you in the next one.